Yes, sir. Yeah, yeah. What up, Lan? Yeah. What we doing?
Bearded conversation, homie, tap in. Why you hate? You already know we locked in. The world's greatest. Broadcasting live and they love it, but don't judge us.
Got it off the block, giving it back. Bearded conversation, homie, tap in. Why you hating? You already know we locked in. The world's greatest. Broadcasting live and they love it, but don't judge us.
Good evening, and grand rising to all my overseas brothers and sisters and my in-state melanated brothers and sisters. How everybody doing tonight, man? Welcome to another episode of Bearded Conversation. Today is Manday. First and foremost, big ups to all my followers, fans, viewers, and subscribers. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and thumb up the video, man, and share the content with those you know and those you don't. Secondly, big ups to the best moderators in the game, man. We got young boy Maya Bucks, we got Master Teacher Fox Dap, we got TLS, we got Preston McKenzie, aka Brother P Mac, and last but not least, my big bro Professor Remo, bringing up the real for show. And we can't forget about them queens, man. We got the first lady, the GG Gaming Palace, we got Miss Starworth Marcus LLC, and last but not least, we got Miss CC Craven Carefully. Hey y'all, don't forget, check out Lynn Chicago Pizza, 501 East 61st Street, Chicago, Illinois. Check them out. And if you want some grown folks fun, cafe where grown folks play, man, go ahead and step out. 17553 South Keswick in Hazel Crest, Illinois. And don't forget to check out Dan's Soul Food and Bakery for that great soul food. 2523 West 79th Street. And don't forget, man, if you're sick, to check out the House of Health and Wellness, located 1400 Torrance Avenue, Suite 213. And if you're over east and about my way, check out Urban Lux Cafe, 29 East 79th Street in Chicago, Illinois. Grand rising, and good evening. How everybody doing out there tonight, man? Rock that again.
Yeah, we coming off the block with this one. Yes, sir. Yeah, yeah. What up, Lan? Yeah. What we doing?
Bearded conversation, homie, tap in. Why you hate? You already know we locked in. The world's greatest. Broadcasting live and they love it, but don't judge us.
Got it off the block, giving it back. Bearded conversation, homie, tap in. Why you hating? You already know we locked in. The world's greatest. Broadcasting live and they love it, but don't judge us. Come on. Damn. Got it off the block, forming a dynasty from a rock. Laid back in the cut, press play, can't get enough. Yo, let's chop it up in every location. A bearded conversation, opportunity keep knocking like child support payments. Started from the bottom like basements, now we famous. Podcast official, the topic will probably hit you from a distance like a pistol. Subscribe so
You can't hear me, Miss CC?
we talking it how we living it. Rolling like a dealership, managing several businesses. T-shirts, podcast, no, you don't need a membership. Just follow us on YouTube, Knowledge Supreme Infinite. Chicago got a dipping exotic, let's talk about it. Going live, check your notifications so you can holler. Or leave it in the comment, debate it, just being honest. Chicago topics, worldwide views, we supersonic. Big Angus Conga, circle back round like every week. Tell a friend off the block, it's where we meet. Bearded conversation, homie, tap in. Why you hating? You already know we locked in. The world's greatest. Broadcasting live and they love it, but don't judge us. Got it off the block, giving it back to hood lovers. Bearded conversation, homie, tap in. Why you hating? You already know we locked in. The world's greatest. Broadcasting live and they love it, but don't judge us. Got it off the block, giving it back. Come on. The hood lovers, off the block, giving it back. The hood lovers, broadcasting live. Off the block, giving it back. Conversated off the block, giving it back. Conversated off the block, giving it back. Got it off the block, giving it back.
Yo. Welcome to another episode of Bearded Conversation. I am your host, Beard Genghis Khan, aka the Khan Man, BKA BGK. What's going on, everybody? How everybody doing tonight, man? Welcome to another episode of Bearded Conversation. Again, welcome to all and everybody. How y'all doing tonight? Man, today is Manly Manday. And as y'all can see, man, I got my bears in the background. Oh man, we're gonna talk about that a little later. We'll talk about that a little later. But first and foremost, I like to start every show off, man, with letting everybody know, man, let's keep everybody in our thoughts, prayers, views, and meditations. Let's keep everybody in our thoughts, prayers, views, and meditations, man. Let's keep everybody, we know covered, our extended family, people we come in contact every day, with people we cordial with, you know what I'm saying? Let's try to keep everybody covered. We all a family. Again, we all about respect, peace, love, motivation, and inspiration here on Bearded Conversation, That's the only way to grow. That's the only way to progress. So that's solutions. That's one of the solutions to success. So let's keep that going, man. And that's what we about here on Bearded Conversation. Hey, and again, man, but then I'll be forgetting sometimes. But again, like I say, man, it's a lot of horrible things going on out today. May it be, what I'm saying, on purpose violence or accidental violence or natural, situations where people get sick and ill, from terminal diseases and such sorts. Again, man, let's keep everybody protected. I know, when it's your time, but hey, man, what I'm saying? Sometimes, people say, a little prayer, a little meditation, a little whatever don't hurt. What's going on, TLS? How you feel tonight, brother? How you feel tonight? So with that being said, man, let me get into it, man. Hey, the thoughts and views and opinions of Bearded Conversations are the thoughts, views, and opinions of me right now. The thoughts, views, and opinions of Bearded Conversations are the thoughts, views, and opinions of me right now. I don't mean to hurt, harm, or to offend. One more time, I don't mean to hurt, harm, or to offend. This video stream is for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes only. Again, this video stream is for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes only, with the underlying and undertone of entertainment. Don't take any advice given or anything shown on this video stream for face value without consulting the proper professional. That's directed towards your special circumstances or needs, specifications. Because we don't want you going out here starting no revolts, robbing no banks, telling your boss what it could take, how you can turn it sideways, and where to put it. Because you can't get nothing out of me. And as you can see, Roscoe P, L Boogie, and A Jizzy ain't here, man. Big ups to my co-hosts too, man, when they in the building and when they not in the building, man. The brothers is in good health. Roscoe said he was supposed to be in the building tonight. But we'll see. Big ups to Roscoe P, man. Big ups to L Boogie, and big up to my little one AJ. You know what I'm saying? I know he out there watching me somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, So with that being said, also, man, I want to let the people know, man, hey, when you check us out, man, don't be scared to comment, man. If you want to talk about something, man, or you want to see us talk about a specific topic, or you want to come on the show and talk about something, you're more than welcome. Excuse me, you are more than welcome. The link is in the chat. I will be posting the link in the chat periodically throughout the show for those who maybe want to come in and talk about a particular subject or who want to engage in, what I'm saying, in discourse and converse on the subject matter at hand. Either or, this is an open platform for everybody. This is an open platform for everybody. So I do encourage that, you come on. You know what I'm saying? Don't be scared to come on, man. Hey, come on, talk a little mess with your boy, talk a little politics with your boy, talk a little religion with your boy, talk a little sports with your boy, wherever it go. You know. So with that being said, man, let's get this about it out. Bam. Bam. Get that about the way. So again, it's Manly Manday. How everybody doing tonight, man? I'm in good spirit, man. I'm up and running. I'm doing good. I had a good week overall weekend. My boys, man, we played the Chicago Jokers. This Saturday, this past Saturday, we played the Chicago Jokers AU at 10 o'clock at Rosenblum Park, South Shore High School. We went into overtime. We tied 6-6, so we did better than we did last Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Which was oh my God, which was so man, that extra Wednesday of practice, you know what I'm saying, it helped. It helped out. So hopefully this week, we get back to the drawing board and we put some things together, and we work on a few things and tweak a few things, and our homecoming is coming up this Saturday at Rosenblum Park at 10 o'clock again. So if anybody in the Illinois, you know what I'm saying, want to come check out Coach Art, you know what I'm saying, aka the Con Man, you know what I'm saying, get out with his AU team, you know what I'm saying, coach for the Chaos Bulldogs organization. You know what I'm saying, no ties or anything, I'm just a coach, I love coaching the kids. So Man, but and big ups to the Chaos Bulldog organization. Also, man, I want to big ups to my little cousin RJ, man. I wish I had the clips. Matter of fact, I might try to pull up a clip. Hey man, my little cousin, man, RJ, big ups to RJ, man. I coached him last year on my AU team. He's now playing currently with the Illinois or the Dixmoor Vikings. Man, he had a nice little run. Big ups to him. Oh, big ups to my other little cousin Jedion. He played with the North Lawndale Eagles. You know what I'm saying? He out there crushing. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and big ups to Sean Mack. You know what I'm saying? They got their home game coming up against the Joliet Ravens. I might take off to go see my boy play. I gotta see my son play. You know what I'm saying? Oh, big ups to my nephew too, man, the Hodge. He played for Carver High School out here in Illinois. Big ups to him. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Richard? And Cap. I got to get out there and see Cap play. Yeah. Oh, and Amarion. Big ups to Amarion, man. Because, that was the first, Richard, he got in us, saying, hey, we looking towards to that rematch too. Hey, it ain't going to happen again. Not like that. Hey, man, tell Cap and Amarion, I said, what up? Yo, Diablo, what's going on? What's going on? Here's my key. What's going on, brother? How you doing tonight? I don't know who you is, but you know what I'm saying? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Hey, y'all, man, hit that like button too, man. Don't forget that hit that like button. But yeah, man, big ups to all of you Illinois youth football programs. Big ups to all the youth Illinois football programs. YSL Lindenberg, what's going on in England, man? Hey, our city, man. Chicago, man, you hear a lot of bad things going on in our city about all the gun violence and, what I'm saying, the drug distributions. Then you hear about the Venezuelans taking over buildings and stuff like that, man. So I just want to big up all the youth football programs, you know what I'm saying? My son played for the Midwest Hawks out there in the suburbs, Country Club Hills. Big ups to them as well for doing their thing out there with the kids, you know what I'm saying? I know a few people out there. You know what I'm saying? So big ups to them, man. Big ups to, brothers like Tyon, brothers like Will, brothers like Bert, you know what I'm saying? All the brothers that's out here that's coaching youth football, man. Big ups to them. Big ups to them. Big ups to them. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times y'all know, man, we do it for nothing. We ain't getting paid. Like, I'm not saying that you're supposed to get paid. I'm not saying it like that. But, taking the time out your day, man, every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday for me to dedicate that to you know what I'm saying, the participation of helping a child get some type of discipline or making them feel like he part of a team. He might not even have brothers and sisters at home to play with. You know what I'm saying? I don't look at it as sometimes as their mother dropping them off and I'm a daycare or a babysitter. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to make sure that time is well used. The time, the 2 hours that I have them, I make sure. See, it's all about preparation. Like I say, man, you got to have a plan. Like I say, when you like when I speak about that Kamala Harris and Trump, man, whoever you decide to vote for, you gotta have a plan. You gotta have an inner plan and an exit plan. Same thing with football, man. We go into this preparation, man. We know we got kids from all walk of life. Not saying that we trying to save everybody, but we do what we do. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta have a plan, man. And you devise your plan. If you devise it well enough, you know what I'm saying, you can actually be productive in what you're trying to do. I know sometimes it's hard to squeeze things in 2 hours, and that's all the time we get with the kids. You know what I'm saying? Usually it's 2 days out of the week, and sometimes it might be 3. But we utilize it to the best of our abilities. But again, big ups to all of you football programs in Illinois and all the brothers I just named, and more brothers too. You know what I'm saying? It's more brothers, and also sisters as well as that's taking part. Hey, and big ups to me, man. I'm trying to get this HBY, helping Black youth get up off the ground, incorporated. You know what I'm saying? We almost, like I say, man, I'm trying to get me some investors, man, because I'm trying to get this building. It's $1 million building that I'm trying to get, or either this 480,000 building I'm trying to get, either or. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for some investors, man, so I can help get this youth organization non-for-profit off the ground. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm building towards. So, yeah. But big ups to my AU, man. So we gonna hit it hard this week, man. I don't know who we playing for homecoming. Once I found out, I'm gonna probably do my little research, but we gonna hit it hard, man. We gonna tweak a few things. I'm gonna get them together. I got 3 days to do it. You know what I'm saying? We almost got it. We almost took that victory last Saturday, man. So I'm gonna try to bring a W home for the organization and the parents. Big ups also to our other age groups, man. My Teen U program, even though they lost. You know what I'm saying? They was the last minute come together and they got together. Big ups to them. The 12U, man, they had a good victory. Big ups to them because they lost last week out in Kankakee. Big ups to the 14U too as well. on a victory. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but you know what it is, man. Now let's get on my Bears, y'all. Who see the best? Well, I don't know. My overseas people, I don't know if y'all watch what I'm saying, American football. But for my people, man, that's out here, hey, Diablo, man. Did y'all see the Bears game yesterday, man? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hey, Grand Rising, brother Freddie. Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. How you doing, brother? Getting ready for work, of course. Getting ready for this a long time ago. We thought, okay, so you don't participate in it like you used to. Nazarene, I hope I'm not butchering your name. Nazarene Ghazali or Ghazali. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, oh man. Most definitely Diablo. Most definitely, bro. He said the offensive line ain't sugar, honey, iced tea. And what's crazy is, hey, if Roscoe was in the building, y'all know Roscoe is a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. For those who do watch American football, y'all know we used to have Justin Fields, man. We sent Justin Fields over there, and the Steelers is 2-0. We 1-1. It's still early. I did say it'll take Caleb about 2 to 3 more games to probably, um, get his feet together, and understand what's going on out there in the action and the live and moving fast. It's a different game from college. You know what I'm saying? It's a different transition. See, and that's what a lot of people don't understand. Sometimes you think athletes is just jocks and things of that nature, but and people like to say, well, don't put your kid in this because it's only a certain, like I say to brother Spirit, where you at, Spirit? If you watching, man, come check me out, man. I want to talk to you, Spirit. He put some figures up there, some realistic reality figures. And I understand. He said 0.3 percentage of high school football players going to play college, and 1.5 of those go on to play college ball or professional ball, and only 30% or something like that get drafted. It's some figures and numbers like that, and I understand that. And we got to understand that it takes a special person or a special athlete to do some of these things, especially like baseball. Like an outfielder launching that ball, like it's certain people are groomed for certain things or are raised to do certain things, and I got to understand that now. I was just recently watching the discussion on Gilbert Arenas podcast. He had a ex football player, and they was talking about, what I'm saying, could a basketball player play football, and could a football player play basketball. Kenyon Martin was like, what I'm saying, well, could they do it effectively when they was, and everybody else was talking about, well, could they excel? But he was like, no, we're gonna keep it simple. Could they be effective? So a football player could probably be effective, as far as defense and rebounding wise and things of that nature. And Gilbert Arenas said, well, I could teach you, give me a year, I could teach you how to handle the ball and do the things that you do. And the player was saying, well, we build and we live for special glitches and twitches and things like that. So it wouldn't equate. So Rashad McCants, I don't know if a lot of people, he had a short career in the NBA. He was okay. So he went to North Carolina. He was a decent college player. When he got to the NBA, he was a so-so professional player. And then he went overseas and he was killing. A lot of American players go overseas and they kill. But anyway, so he big and he left. But Gil was saying after he go lift heavy, he goes to shoot, or he shoots and then he goes to lift. Like, see, he was already naturally built to be a basketball player. So now by him lifting heavy, his mind and his mechanics is steady going to make him shoot versus a football player who don't shoot. You know what I'm saying? He's not doing those type of things. So, I mean, but Gil was like, well, we could be wide receivers and DBs and things of that nature. So, but again, I just think Caleb Williams, like I say, it's a faster paced game, so it's a developmental process. What I'm saying, from a young man coming in, and if you're a young man that can do it, you got to be special. And also like the brother Diablo say, the offensive line got to get the brother some protection. If you don't get the brother some protection, man, he ain't gonna be able to get that football out of there. He got to be able to get that football out of there. You know, he say another Trump assassinate. We gonna get to Trump in a minute. We gonna get to Trump in a minute. I caught that on the news trying to find a football game Sunday. I got that too. You know what I'm saying? I got that too. We gonna get to that in a minute. I just want to discuss my Bears, man. But in the defense didn't do as well as, man, the secondary, man. Come on, man. And then don't get me wrong. We only lost 13-19. Yes, true. We lost. but I think it's some things that we can fix and we can get better at. Most definitely, I think it's some things we can fix and some things we need to fix, and that we can get better at. So and I think we need a coaching change too, a coaching change. You know what I'm saying? An actual head coach, um, to help progress. You know what I'm saying? These young players and develop these young players. You know, so I hope we can get that next year. But you know what I'm saying? Just keep working hard, man. We keep working hard and get on that gridiron. We're gonna get it together. So man, well, I was trying to find a football game, YSL Lindenberg. This was Sunday. We at work trying to find a football game. Um, and a news alert popped across the screen, y'all. So apparently, I guess Trump was at a golf course or something, and shots were apparently or allegedly fired in the vicinity of where he was. He was assumed safe. He wasn't injured. He didn't get hit by no fragments this time, and none of that. um, so and also, thank you, ISL Lindenberg, because um, I actually wanted to ask you guys a question, and I had a great, well, I'm not gonna say great, but I had a wondering topic for today that I wanted to discuss with you guys and see if we can all see what type of opinions we can formulate, or see what type of actual literature that we can probably find to see to answer the question that I wanted to ask. But anyway, but yeah, so apparently, man, he was out at the golf course, man, and some shots were fired in his vicinity. And he's safe. That he didn't get hit by nothing. Um, I don't know if this is a ploy or a plot, uh, or predetermined or whatever, what I'm saying, push to try to put him in front of the people, for empathy and sympathy, to get votes. I don't know. Just like I don't know if Kamala Harris trying to play the so-called color woman or black woman or African American or whatever you guys want to call it card to try to get those votes and sway the people. Um, Regardless of whoever, I just want more wants to know and come to an understanding. It doesn't matter if it's left or right. Sometimes yes, it's going to be what I'm saying, some disagreements, but it's all what I'm saying, it's all the two wings on the same bird. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget the bird's got a head. You got a left wing, you got a right wing, but don't forget the bird got a head. So in the head also ultimately predetermines the outcome of what's going to do what and who going to be what. So as long as we know that, we as a people just got to come together, man, and try to find a way to take some type of control back. So again, not I understand that Republican and Democrat are the primary parties, and then you get your Greens and your Independents. But like I say, man, us as a people, man, hey, if they can do all that, and then brother, what's his name, Cornel West, who we haven't heard too much about in the media, that was running for president. He's running under some party that I guess he got some type of support in, and helping us. I forgot the name of the party, but again, man, support us, man. Us, PAP, man, United States Pan African Melanated Political Party. That's a political party that I want to help develop. And get in tune. Also, man, I support people get the pet, not to get too political into. I'm not preaching, and none of that. But I do encourage ones to get their passports, man. Go get these real IDs. Go get these passports. Let's do some traveling. Of course, I want to get down here to the UN and establish some type of nationalhood and stateship. But man, just go travel, man. Just go experience things. Go get a whiff of some fresh breath air. You know what I'm saying? Experience some new culture, some different tradition. Go learn a new language. You know what I'm saying? Well, just go take a vacation and relax, man, and see how it is to live. So I encourage ones to get these passports. Also, so the question that's related to Trump, y'all. So this is what I wanted to know. And I don't know, man, we might have some answers. I think, what I'm saying, I got a pretty intelligent chat. I also, man, this platform is open for everybody, man. Everybody, man, you can always come on, man. Like I say, the link is in the chat. I will be posting the link periodically throughout the chat. He said, meet exotic women. Professor Remo in the building. The link is posted in the chat. I will be posting the link periodically through the chat. So ones can come on. Or you could stay in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, man, big ups to my moderators and the family in the chat, man. Peace and blessings to you all. So the question that I had. So if Trump was to get assassinated, listen closely, y'all. If Trump was to get assassinated, right? Now, mind you, he's running for the presidential, you know what I'm saying, candidacy as well as Kamala or Kamala Harris, right? So if Trump was to get assassinated right now, he was to die, would that automatically make Kamala Harris the winner of the presidential candidacy? So would she just automatically become the president elect? How would that work? Or would they put the Donald Trump's vice president elect in the front running and push it, or would they postpone it? Like, how would they handle that if Trump was to actually get being that the election is November the 4th, and these things and these incidents are steadily happening around involving Donald Trump. May it be media, fake news, as he say, fake news, people, fake news. That was my Donald Trump impersonation, y'all. But anyway, yeah. So fake news. But what if he actually got assassinated? And something like that happened to him, would Kamala Harris or Kamala Harris, however you pronounce it, apologize, Vice President, for the mispronunciation of your name. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what she is, man. Hey, also, man, hashtag and big ups. Hey, Orange Man versus the gas station lady. It ain't racist, man. It's just all about fun, man. Big ups to that. Hey, push that. I think I'm gonna make me a meme. You know what I'm saying? Find an orange Donald Trump. And find Kamala Harris and put her at a gas station and wrap her up. Is too much? All right, too much. But yeah, so would Kamala Harris automatically win? So Professor Remo says no, JD Vance would succeed him. TLS says Kamala Harris will win the president election. Well, but what I'm asking TL, you know what I'm saying? Paul, brother, if that's you on the picture, brother, boy, I see you be lifting weights, boy, pumping iron, Paul. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Looking good over there, boy. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect, boy, but you know what I'm saying? Keep up the good work, brother. You know what I'm saying, man, because y'all know health is important, man. You know, this is Manly Manday, so all the brothers out there, man, you know, health is important to us, man. You know, so and you know what I'm saying, pause, take care of y'all bodies, man. Start working out, you know what I'm saying? Find a physical activity to get involved with. You know what I'm saying? Get that heart rate pumping. I don't care if you're doing cardio. Find something to keep you going, man, to get them bones moving, you know. So you won't get stiff out there. You know what I'm saying? So that's most important, you know. The health is always important. You know, we pushing that. He say 5 years in the pen helped me a lot. Damn, Tia. I mean, hey, however you got in shape, brother. Hey, hopefully, man, brother, you know what I'm saying, you won't be participating in those activities no more that'll get you put back in the pen, brother, because we don't need you there. You know what I'm saying? I think you're a better brother out here, being a productive citizen, if I do say so myself, brother. But you know, things happen, man. I don't know what the life was like. You know, lifestyles happen and shit happens, man, and we get involved in things, you know. I don't talk about this a lot, but I got a person that's near and dear to me. You know what I'm saying? My oldest son, you know, was involved in some things, and he's in jail right now, you know. And I'm, you know, supporting him right now from inside the county. He's fighting a case. But anyway, I'm not gonna get into all that. But yeah, but I know how things are, man. So big ups to you, man, for being out. How long you been out, if you don't mind me asking? You was in for 5 years. I don't want to know what happened and none of that, but have you been out longer than you've been in, brother? You know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot of people get out, they go back within a short period of time of being out. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the reasons, man, why I wanted to start HBY Incorporated, man, because I want to get the youth and also, you know what I'm saying, their parents and things of that nature, and try to reinvest brothers who have been incarcerated, and get the young brothers before they get to that state or being incarcerated, and show them and find different ways and show them different avenues and things of such nature to do, besides doing the things that, you know, traditionally that our culture is narrated to do, you know, which is either play basketball or go out here and sell drugs and rob and live off the women and mistreat the women and things of that nature. Not saying everybody in our community does this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not pushing it like that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? Because we have great men, we have great young women. You know what I'm saying? You know, we have great fathers, we have great mothers. You know what I'm saying? We love each other, we respect each other on the whole. It's just sometimes, you know, in certain areas and impoverished environments where you don't get those type of resources, things, you know what I'm saying, they get fucked up. So, you know, we just trying to change that narrative because we got successful people and we are great people and we can achieve and accomplish great things as melanated individuals. So again, that's why, you know, I'm doing what I'm doing. You know, I just want to help bring that and change that, you know. So why I say he say 4 years out now, I don't have no plans of going back. That's word, brother. You know what I'm saying? That's truth. That's fact. That's love. I appreciate that most definitely, man. You got people that need you, man. You got people that need you. You know, a lot of brothers, you know what I'm saying, and sisters as well. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand, you know, when y'all do this type of when y'all do things, man, and don't get me wrong. Sometimes, well, I can't even because I don't want to. It's not that I'm justifying it because you know, it's always a different way. But when you can't find a different way or you don't know a different way and you tend to do things that ain't the way it's supposed to be done, and you get caught up into to some other things, shit, life be lifing. You know what I'm saying? There's no excuse. Life be lifing. You know, but it's ultimately up to you to try to change how the life be lifing. You know what I'm saying? To bring some positive energy and some positive vibes. You know what I'm saying? Back going on and what you got to do and make better decisions and choices. You know what I'm saying? And don't be fooled into thinking that you got fucking free will. P Mac. You know what I'm saying? We got to understand this thing on a universal level, man. You know, but you know, to each his own. To each his own. What you say, brother Freddie? You told the man what he say. Stay out. TLS. Life is too short. Yes, sir. For jail. Yes, sir, brother Freddie. Most definitely. That's facts. That's facts. So, you know what I'm saying? We most definitely want to try to stay away from that. Also, man, I gotta try to find me a way to get you overseas brothers to support the channel, man. Because I know y'all ain't got cash app out there, man. Hey, for those that's out there, man, also support the channel when our channel events, man. Let's keep the channel going and growing. Hit that cash app, $Bearded with a Z. That's $Bearded with a Z. And for those that didn't hear me in the back, that's $Bearded with a Z. Also, man, you can hit the PayPal. That's Arthur32 at Gmail. Well, PayPal /Arthur32 at Gmail. .com. You know, you get that PayPal. Well, I'm gonna try to find me some type of international donations to get in. What's going on? Master teacher in the building, master teachers in the building. But yeah, man, you know, man, like I was saying though, a lot of brothers and sisters that, you know, get incarcerated, man. You said feds just snatched up Diddy. Yeah, I've been hearing some stuff about Diddy. I seen the article. I was gonna get into that too. Um, um, but yeah, a lot of brothers and sisters, man, when they get locked up, they don't understand that, you know, you hurt the people, you know, the things that you do, man. Listen, because like I say, I don't know, you know, we're not trying to justify the lifestyles and what people do and the things that they do. But you gotta understand, man, things that you do affect the people that's around you. You know, it affects the mothers and the fathers that's in your life that didn't direct you to do those things. But now once you become incarcerated, you know, they begin to miss you. And now you becoming well, you was a monetary deficit when you was outside, but you know, now it's, you know, they might forget about you because you're not there, but not intentionally. And now you need the monetary support while you inside and locked up. And that emotional aspect of being locked down, like I understand and I get it. That's hard. That's hard. Or what if you got children? You know, if you're a parent, and don't get me wrong, because the thing that you could be out there doing, you could be out there doing to provide for your child. You know, and you know, then we say, oh man, you know, it's a chance. You know, yeah, we got them chances, but sometimes you know it's a better way to do things and to take other risks that don't involve you becoming incarcerated. You know, we could take other chances. There's other things and other risks that we can get into, and investments and things that you know we can try to project and focus our minds on. I'm not scamming either, because I know a lot of us like to scam, man. That scamming shit ain't gonna get you nowhere neither, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about legitimate business, coming up writing legitimate business plan, applying for grants, finding other resources and things of that nature to do proper fundraising for a legitimate business and getting LLCs and things of that nature and finding a niche and just really trying to determine what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're going to get some investors or you got some money that's put away or saved and you got a decent credit score where you can go get a building or to put something in to do something with. It just takes a little bit of oomph and push, and not enough of us have that. We don't have that. We hear and it's taught the good game, and we always looking for somebody that's supposedly a leader in our community to help us with that and push that along the way. But I'm telling y'all can do. We don't need that. As individuals, we can do that. Now, getting the council together and controlling all the things that we got to control it and to make it, what I'm saying, for a whole. Now that we can use, but as individuals, we can most definitely get out here and find our own resources and do our proper vetting and due diligence to get the things that we need. So that's what I'm going to be trying to provide out here in the community. And try to promote as well. She says, I'm from Spain, but looking for another country to live in. Any suggestions? Any other countries? Well, right now, I couldn't advise no other countries. Canada, maybe, because everywhere else having problems and troubles. Good evening, Master Teacher. How you doing, brother?
All right, Doc. How yourself?
I feel real good. Remo said the chase money glitch BS seems like an entrapment for black folks. I don't know what that is, man. He say, Mr. Nazarene, Lindenberg says move to Belgium, Germany, or the Netherlands. What's that drink you got up there, man? Is that a good drink, YSL, that you got there posted? What'd you say, Professor Remo? You say New Zealand? Hey, Brother Junior said Canada is fine. Like I said, Canada is fine. But Brother Junior, how you been, Brother Junior Baptiste, man? I ain't seen you in a while, brother. Hey, man, don't forget to like the video, y'all, man. But hit that like button on the video, sub up to the channel, man. All my new people that's in the building, man. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, and like, man. Hey, and also, man, go visit some past videos and past publications on Bearded Conversation, man. And leave a comment. Let me know if you like it. Let me know if you don't like it. Let me know if it's something you would like to see on the channel, and things of that nature. Hopefully, we're gonna try to get into some more interviews. I just gotta find and get some more time. Hopefully, I can get out here and do some more interviews. Man, I want to try to bring the brother that actually did the theme song. Big ups, man, to Demand to Shine. Support your local weed man. Hey, and support your real local weed man as well. You know what I'm saying? Hey, especially if he's doing a good job and he got great product. Hey, man, hashtag Scooby Snacks. Y'all know what it is, man. On Bearded Conversation, man. Trying to wake the people up. But yeah, man, I'm gonna try to get Brothers Demand to Shine on the channel, man. Check him out, man, on all social media platforms as well and all music platforms. iTunes, Spotify. All you gotta do is look up Dumond _ Dushan, DEMOND _ DUSAHAWE. Good music, man. Big ups to him. Hey, and also big ups to, the co-host, Brother L Boogie, for producing the track. You know what I'm saying? He ain't even want to give it to me because he wanted to put it on his album. You know what I'm saying? Brother Junior, what'd you say? He say, fine, thanks. How you do? I'm doing well, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, like I say, it's Manly Manday, so it's all about the brothers today, man. So I hope all the brothers is in good health and they doing well and their mental is okay. TLSA, he say, change your name, I see. Junior said, yeah, he been changed his name. TLS, you ain't been here in a minute. You know what I'm saying? He was, we used to call him Sir J. I don't know where he got the name Sir J from, but I mean, well, I named him Sir J, but his name, was whatever what it was. You know what I'm saying? But what's going on with you tonight, Master Teacher? How you feel, man? How you feel?
Come on, man.
Did you see the Bears game?
I did, man. It was disappointment.
Damn, just straight simple to the point. Damn. Oh shit, yeah.
So bad. I thought they were gonna do something. But...
Yeah, I did too, man. But oh well, man. Next Sunday. So I did ask a question, y'all. So I don't know if you can answer this or what do you think if you had an opinion on this, Brother Master Teacher. Again, like I say, Trump steady getting involved with shootings that's been going on. So Sunday, you know, supposedly he was at a golf course and some shots were fired in the vicinity of where he was, but you know, he didn't directly get hit or anything. So I asked the question, if the brother was to get assassinated before November the 5th, what would the Republican Party do, or does that mean that Kamala Harris will automatically win? You know, seeming that the election is so close as you know to November the 5th, and you know you got to raise campaign money and do so. Would he give it to JD, or would they postpone it? What do you think? What do you think would happen in a situation like that?
I mean, I'm not clear on like the policy on how that works, but he has a running mate, so I would assume, kind of like Remo said, you know, they would put him in that position for candidacy. But you know, with the way the race is going, you got two prominent candidates that it might not be a thing for JD if that happened, because you know, everybody's on the push for Kamala going in. So it, you know, his notoriety might not be as strong as hers, comparable to Trump, you know. So it's kind of tough. That's a tough one.
Especially since you know you have the campaign and you know they crowd and fundraise and get money to build a campaign, and they do debates and they talk, and you know they promote their image out to the people, and you know go shake the baby's hands and things of that nature. So I was talking to an older gentleman. He was like, well, maybe they would postpone it or push it back, but that would be unheard of. Like, you know, I don't know. I don't think they will
I
postpone
don't
it.
think they'll postpone it at all. No, I think it's gonna keep pushing, and then it's just gonna be you know, sports go to the victor type situation.
Yeah. I think they probably just give it to Kamala just to shorten and quicken the process, and then maybe try to figure something out along the way. What you say, Brother Remo? He says JD and Harris the nomination. Well, I guess because he would be the vice president and would then have to choose a VP as a running
Yeah,
mate.
you're right. That's the hierarchy, but I'm just talking about how it would go. I mean, but you know, hey.
Yeah, but that fast, because what if that assassination would have happened Sunday? Not to teaching Brother Remo, and Trump was to be unalive. You know what I'm saying? All powers praise to the universe that you know what I'm saying it didn't happen. I'm not wishing that on anybody. I'm just saying for the sake of this conversation. What if that was to happen? And what's today's date? Is September the 15th to 16th or something like that? 16th, I believe. Also, Trump is supposed to go to court on the 19th. You know what I'm saying? So, but if he was to get assassinated and then the election is November the 4th, which is maybe you want to say 45, 60 days or something, I'll like that out. Now we're gonna usher JD Vance right in. How quick does JD Vance have to pick a VP? You know what I'm saying? How quick and how fast does he have to pick a VP? Now, mind you, it's September the 16th. The election is November the 4th. How fast does he have to pick a VP? You know what I'm saying? Go through that whoop the band rhetoric or however they do that, and then still promote and push his policies. Now, that's what I'm saying. Now we're gonna have to try to squeeze in another quick debate because we want to go see what JD Vance about. Now we might know what he's about, but now he's running for president. We know what Trump was about, but still had to do the debate. We knew Kamala was a prosecutor, but they still did the debate. She still had commercials on TV trying to promote her cause. He ain't got none of that. That's what I'm saying. Like, can you do that in a timely fashion to even try to get him into the polls and get him some numbers? Or is he even popular, like with the Republican Party, just secede and be like, okay, y'all got it? I don't know.
I don't think they'll succeed because I think the Republican Party is about as stubborn as the Democratic Party. They're not gonna, so they're gonna keep on pushing it with JD. But I think I think this whole conversation is theoretical, to be honest with you, because it's like after that fiasco with Trump almost got his ear shot off or something, they're not gonna let them get nowhere close to that man. I mean, they could try. So I mean, we can theorize about what would happen, but I think any publicity as far as him getting shot is just gonna help his publicity because he's got this whole like 50 Cent type persona going now. So it's kind of tough to say the man's actually in danger. You know what I mean? Like I think it's just more publicity for him. But if he does, you know, I guess a good theoretical question. I think they're gonna push it until the wheels fall off, and that's not enough time because it's just like Kamala had to do when she had to push into the candidacy and find her VP real quick. So it's the same thing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Well, you know, man, I love my chat. Hey, big up to Glenn B, man. What's going on, Glenn B? Hey, Glenn, you see Teach in the building, Glenn. You always asking with Teach at. Remo says he would have less than a week to choose and 15 days to form a real platform to run on. So now, so we're gonna say, so guess what? So September, October. So guess what? So that 15 days from now, from the 16th, that will lead us into October. We'll be into October. You know what I'm saying? So now he only has 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, 35 days to actually make a actual stance to the peoples. You know what I'm saying, for to be elected as president. I don't think that's enough. I don't think that's enough time. Hey, you see your boy Glenn B in the building. He say teach. He say teach. He say teach my genius. What up?
Noodles up there.
Yeah. Hey, so we got a question. Let's move along, man. So guess what? So I don't want to butcher your name. I do apologize if I get it wrong, but I'm assuming it's Nesserine Guzali or Gozali. I hope I'm not butchering. Let me know if I'm close, sweetheart. So she asks, how do you handle existential doubts or movements when you wonder what the meaning of everything is?
Moments.
Who? Moments. I'm sorry. I said movements. I'm sorry. So how do you handle existential doubts or moments when you wonder what the meaning of everything is? YSL Lindenberg said, good question. So let's see if we can take Glenn B. Nice question. So let's see if we can take a stab at that, man. Hey, so people in the chat, if you got something, man. Hey, also, man, y'all more than welcome to come on. Y'all know I told you. Hey, if you want to come on and speak on that question, man, you're more than welcome. But so master teacher, so I guess this is me and you right now. Let's see if me and you can take a crack at giving our spin and our version or answer to that question. You know what I'm saying? So, how do you handle existential doubts or moments? How do you handle existential doubts or moments when you wonder what the meaning of everything is?
Right. So I think you should start. Do you want to start, or
you go ahead? Go ahead, brother.
Well, okay. So existentialism is like one of my key topics that I've talked about in philosophy schools in undergrad. And when you have an existential doubt, that means you're doubting the purpose of life, because the root of existentialism is pretty much inside of philosophy and logic. And it's like, why do I exist, right? So how do I handle it? I guess that's how it's pointed, just to give clues. Everybody's different. Be Good already knows I focus more on the martial arts side of it, meditation, mindfulness, trying to see what's making you doubt life, because as my pops and my mom would often say, I'm not here for a long time, I'm here for a good time. So you want to try to focus on things that are good in your life, because me and Be Good know this term, memento mori. Remember, you must die. You keep that at the forefront and you're not fearful of death. You can find a reason to find all the positive things you have in life, what to be thankful for. So when you wonder what the meaning of everything is your question is, you got to kind of see what your purpose is, right? Where you want to go with that. And that's all I got for it. B, what about you?
Okay, so my breakdown, we're gonna break it down. So, man, what's all that amore, man? I don't know what that is. What was that you was talking? Was that Latin you was speaking, brother?
Memento mori is Latin, yeah.
Okay, brother. Where do that come? Well, before I get to my breakdown and the definition,
it comes from messing, but
what do that come from, brother?
It's called Knights Templarism.
I was watching something on those guys the other day, brother. It was good too, brother. But anyway, that's another subject. But that's nice, brother. Yeah, I like the way you be putting that down, brother. Meditation, correct. Okay. So now let me do that real quick. So, of course, I just quick Google, man. Existential. I said the word 100 times. I can't even say it.
Existential,
man. So
you can Google words and say it for you.
Now I'm gonna read it. Existential, Oxford Dictionary. Relating to existence, The climate crisis is existential threat to the world. Okay, philosophy concerned with existence. So being concerned with how we being here, especially human existence, because we always wonder where we come from. Was it a Big Bang, bacteria, one cell organism, or this faith in this so-called God or gods that we may know from many stories throughout ancient histories and antiquities. Um, so it's in many other African spiritualisms. It's a whole lot to invoke and involve. I like the way you kept it simple and short and sweet. Um, but I'm get invested in it, and we're gonna try to do some things. And feel free, more than free, master teacher as well. As I'm reading the definitions or as I'm talking about certain things, you're more than welcome to jump in. Anybody else too? Come on, man, get up in here. So, concerned with existence, especially human existence, is viewed in theories of existentialism. The existential dilemma is this: because we are free, we are also inherently responsible. Logic of a proposition affirming or implying the existence of a thing. The existential proposition that the truth and reality are constructed frictions. Um, the origin is Latin existentia, late Latin existentialis, English existence. Um, so that's the origin and the linguistics breakdown. And it goes on and on and on and on and on. I'm not gonna get into that. Okay, now.
Yeah, Remo looked at that too.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So let me read what Brother Remo said. Brother Remo said, I handle it with acceptance. He said, life happens on a wavelength. If I accept the laws, I'm sorry, if I accept the lows the same way I do the highs, I'll stay on an even keel and can
Right.
move.
Yeah.
Yeah, and can move on to the next peak or valley to come.
Yeah, kind of why I always say Zen most of the time, especially when there's a breakthrough or something's peaceful. It's balance.
Yeah. So existentialism is a philosophical movement that explores human existence and the role of free will in shaping our lives. It emphasizes that people are responsible for creating their own meaning and purpose, and that they should not rely on religion or higher power to determine what is right or what is wrong. Again, that's why I tell people you do not have the free will because you rely on a faith. I don't think people understand. Never mind. I'm not gonna get it because we tell people on a lot of yeah, no. I don't disagree with the belief or the system that the faith that they rely in. My disdain comes from the lack of understanding because I spoke this Thursday. Our people perish through the lack of knowledge. We don't understand linguistics. We don't understand language. We don't understand languages. We don't understand words. When we go into African spiritualism or any other group of people's type of understanding for a religious purpose, we say it's pagan. We say it's this, and we got agnostics, or we got atheists. We got so all of it is just a philosophy or understanding to try to break it down and to perceive and receive it how I got it or how I seen through it or what era or timeline I was living in. That was the best way that I could explain what I could explain. But then, we get wars and we get, monotheism where now we have to believe in this one thing and we try to separate it from this so-called paganism from which it really comes from because we don't know how to internalize or embody that maybe there were other people that did other things. Everybody's not the same. That's why we fighting and got wars right now. The Palestinians are the Muslims. You know what I'm saying? And the Israelis are the Zionists. And anyway, I'm not going to say all that, but and they fighting and they going back and forth. And things of that nature. So it's hard. It's hard. So some key concepts in existentialist thought include free will. People will have the freedom to determine the course of their lives. Second one, individual responsibility. People are responsible for the actions and the meaning that they create in their lives. Um, Existential crisis. People may experience dread or anxiety in the face of an absurd world. Authenticity. People should live oh my God, authentically. Critique of mass society and conformity. Existentialism rejects the idea that people can look down on human condition and detach perspective. So for me, man, I feel like this. So it's was it meant for us to try to figure out why we existed, or was that just something that as we advanced and we started to evolve and our brains started to grow and we started to understand and however we got the technology that we got, now did that trigger our minds to or fire off the neuron transmitters and get them enzymes and things going and to actually, so is intelligence something, so is intelligence our conscience, because because you got to understand, like, where did that really want to come from to know how we existed, to find out how we came from a bacteria, how we were one cell organisms. You got to think about that, from a piece of bacteria to grow some appendages, arms and legs, to develop a brain, a source, a power source, to operate everything in the cell, to be able to speak the things that we speak in now. What triggered that enzyme or that whatever, to even get us to this point of having this conversation right now, Manly Manday on Bearded Conversation. So again, acceptance is one way to handle how we internalize our existence, but acceptance of what? So should we be accepting of one thing over another? um in my opinion, no, I think we should take things from both, because we're not going to be able to do away with the religious part, and we're not going to be able to do away with the scientific part, because both have proven certain things to certain people. So and again, we always speak about how science and religion were one at one point in time and then they became separated. So yes, now if I'm going to accept both premises and both ideologies and both concepts and internalize those things about how I was created and leave out the bull and try to, and really, and really use common and scientific sense and theological sense, I get it, because I'm not going to believe that, the story about how he took the rib and created woman and breathed life into man. When we coming through this world, we come through the womb of a woman. Just like they asked that question, which comes first, the chicken or the egg? Of course, the chicken comes first, because the chicken has to make the egg. The chicken is the factory for the egg to develop inside of me. And so that's not really a fucking no-brainer.
It's an existential question for some people.
I know. I don't know
why, but it is. It is.
Yeah, I was just speaking to, you know what I'm saying? So he said, "What? Well spoke Williams." Okay, Remo. They like how you speaking, Remo. He said, "Thank you, sir." But she said, "Never been." She said, "Never better said, Sir William." Hey, they loving you tonight, Remo. Remo, did you bring her in here, Remo? He said, "I speak from the heart in existence." Hey, and I forgot to give you the chime, but that one chime like. But yeah, that was well said. But for me, man, it's all about accepting, saying, all the forces, all the signs, and just internalizing everything, and not even wanting to know why I exist. Just know that I do exist, and just utilize the time while I'm here to develop consciously and develop intellectually and to develop mentally and physically, to use my energy to create more and better energy. You know what I'm saying? Because when you get into, trying to understand why you exist, sometimes you can get depressed. Sometimes you can overthink things. Not saying that it's not good for you to overthink or to get depressed, because this stage is life. You have to learn how to deal with things and develop certain habits and ways to overcome things. And sometimes some people can't come up out of it. But again, like Remo said, he speaks from his heart and his experiences. And individuals experience different things. Once upon a time, I spoke about Brother Master Teacher. I don't know if you remember. I said, man, like life is all. This is an illusion, man. Your reality is what you make it. So we have individuals inside of this paradigm, inside of this universe, this multiverse. So what we think and what we see and how we perceive things is my reality. The same thing for you, and the same thing, and it's projected. You know what I'm saying? It's projected. It's like a how remember back in film, how you used to use the film and they used to shine that light, and shine it and it go up on the screen, that's the same thing that happened in our brains with our eyes and our thoughts and things that come out. Yeah, and that's how we see, and that's actually how we see and we formulate what we see. Because you got to think about it. Because without the eyes being the lens and the projector, where actually does the things that we see come from? You know, a lot of people say it's vibration. Nothing is actual solid. I mean, you got to get down to the science of some of this shit. Some of this shit is incredible. You know, but again, I'm not gonna get too far off in that. I just say, man, just accept the fact that I'm here. Understanding that science and this religious and spiritual thing is important to everybody, and just embodying it, go try to engulf, a lot of different parts and components, and to make my experience here better. Who cares why I'm here? Who cares who created me? I don't even care. I'm just glad it happened. Whether it was a Big Bang theory or whether he did take some ribs and whatever, or them people that I'm not gonna say no more because I heard you can get a flag, but the Elohims of the Bible, the Anu, you know what I'm saying, which comes from the Sumerian story. You know what I'm saying? People who came from the planet, those people. You know what I'm saying, and things of that nature, man. So it's all about how you look at it, man. It all depends on what type of spiritualistic aspect you want to come from. You got your Dogon people, man. Man, it's crazy, man. It's civilizations out here, brother, that didn't map this planet and ain't left so to speak, ain't left their islands, and because they such a primitive. That's bullshit. How they mapped them? Evidently, they must have traveled. They had to see it. They had to experience it. Just because we could. And a lot of times, sometimes you be like, how the hell did they do that? Like, how did they build that? Like, we got computers, we got bulldozers, we got, you know what I'm saying? And the shit that we build fall within years. And they got concrete standing the test of time, thousands and thousands of years. They might as well just as great. They just didn't have, what we got.
Well, I think in our day and age, we've become more civilized. And I don't know how to take that because, they said that about the Native Americans. They said it about the Africans. It's become a thing of, has our knowledge of science and mathematics been watered down? And not just from the Black people side, but I think overall, due to the nature of our use and access of technology. And it's funny you brought this up because I didn't expect to talk about this again on Monday. Because I had training at DePaul University for this on Saturday. And it was just cultural appropriation or cultural relevance. Like we looked at Native Americans and how they made beads. And most of the cultures, including ours, we didn't journal stuff mouth to ear. You know what I mean? Like our rituals, you had to know them. And if you picked up a book and read from a journal for somebody wrote some down, they would look at you in disgrace. Whereas the Europeans, when they came over and it's documented, not being racist, they journaled everything they did. So it made it easy for people to to infiltrate them through espionage because you just get the journals, you get the lock access, all that. But for us, it's a little tougher for these native generations. So you look at all this, and here we are now. Whereas we're not as inclined to want to do mouth to ear instruction like the churches and our institutions were set up for in barbershops. That's where you got your rituals, you got your culture from. Now it's more about, let me just click on Facebook, Instagram, let me Google it real quick. Me and you, we were huge proponents of the Dewey Decimal System and keeping libraries. So it's a different change. So I'm gonna leave that alone because I'm on my soapbox, but it's a different time, man.
I got my library card, boy. I showed
it.
Yeah,
I got mine. It's newly minted as of last month. Yeah, and I've had one
somewhere. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, most definitely, man. Going in there doing some real research and getting some real things done, man. Excuse me. Get that up out there. Okay, now let me give me some. Hey, man. Hey, shameless plugger, man. Hey, shameless plugger. Hey, man. Hey, go check out the Instagram _beardgang.apparel. Check out the Instagram. _beardgang apparel, man, for all the latest merchandise that we provide here on Bearded Conversation, man. We got the Off the Block, we got the Beard Gang, and we also have Bearded Conversation merch, man. So if you want to go purchase any of the merch, Make sure you check out the website, www.odb-beergang.appeal.com. One more time, www.odb-beergang.appeal.com. Go check it out, man. Support the channel, man. Go get some of that merchandise. Anyway, moving right along.
Get your swag up and get your swagger gear.
Hey, so TLS say I smoke a big spliff, man. He said it will get you higher in higher dimensions.
Yeah, was you not cracking a joke? Because I saw somebody else post something. Glenn B, he got a point in the chat, but the Native Americans did that at the time, and that was to get to higher planes. But it's just demonized nowadays.
So she says, what advice would you give to someone who feels paralyzed when faced with a difficult decision? Do you follow your intuition, logic, or mix both? Who feels paralyzed?
I mean, everybody it's called a midlife crisis, probably, but yeah. It's what you do. It is. I'm not making a joke.
I know, but I'm just saying they got to be a midlife crisis, though. You know, a lot of people, you know, young folks feel paralyzed. You know what I'm saying? And that's a good question because they don't use logic. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them don't use logic. A lot of them sometimes when you got a narrative of a certain environment and a certain perception and a certain outcome or for a certain outcome, they don't use logic. They use the intuition. That's the narrative. That's the propaganda that's been promoted to them. So they do and make the bad choices and the wrong decisions. You know, they don't use logic to think, well, no, I'm not going to do that because if I do that, I know these are the consequences. Let me not even go over here.
But that's if they had somebody to teach them that logic. You're using the word logic, but that's the way of thinking. And not everybody had our backgrounds.
Yeah. Now, for an adult, a well-lived person who has had experience and lived, hopefully that person would use logic and intuition and to make the right choice to get you know, to where they need to in a certain situation to determine the outcome. Professor Remo says, I accept that there are things that we cannot explain. To try would be an exercise of fertility. So accepting that subject as a subject puts you ahead of a lot of people, at least in my book.
Way to go, Remo. You did that sprinkle or Cinderella type thing. That was pretty cool.
Words of wisdom.
There you go.
Remo Wisdoms, brought to you by Bearded Conversation. There you go, Remo. You got it in, Professor.
Fabulous.
Hello, Nazarene. He said, what is your origin? Just curious. She's from Spain, Sir Junior. She said she was from Spain, brother. Weed is a cure for a lot of things. My mother is using THC oils for her sleep. Listen, you know, if y'all go back and partake, and I encourage y'all, man, go, hey, listen, for those that's new to the channel and for those that that's been here, man, go back, man, and check out them first episodes, man, and watch the growth and the potential and the journey, man, the Bearded Conversation, man, and leave comments and let me know. As y'all know, man, in them earlier episodes, I participated in Scooby Snacks heavily, man. Support your local weed, man. You know what I'm saying? Big ups to Over East Savage, you know what I'm saying? Big ups to Cuzzo, Over East Savage, man. Support your local weed, man. Big ups to Over East Savage, my boy. Hey, but anyway, man, man, I'm an advocate of marijuana use if it's used properly and effectively, especially if it's used in a medicinal way. And for medicinal purposes, you know what I'm saying? And of course, sparingly in proper dosage. You know, if you can get a specific strand that's used for a specific thing. So most definitely, man, I'm an advocate of that, you know what I'm saying? And also the euphoria, it does open up and expand and it has been proven and scientifically tested to release certain enzymes and things. And it gets, try it, but not just to be getting dopey. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. So Professor says, to answer your question, Nazarene, my advice to you is to consider as many possible outcomes to your decision as possible, and consider how your decision affects those around you as well.
Chess.
Some more damn words of wisdom by Professor Remo Williams, brought to you by.
He said, there you go.
He said, there you go again, Remo. On the head, on the nail, baby. Hey, man, I told y'all, man, I got some of the best moderators in in the game, man. Young boy Maya Bucks, TLS in the building, man. Where you at, man? Where you at, TLS? You know what I'm saying? Hey, we got Master Teacher on the panel with us tonight, man. You know, Professor Remo. We got Miss CC, you know what I'm saying? Miss GG Gaming Palace, man. Miss Starworth, man. With her you know, agricultural curriculum, man. Man, I got some of the best moderators in the game, man. Or the best moderators in the game. Y'all know what it is, man. You know, Bearded Conversation. But yeah, like I say, man, use both. Use both. Use both. As an adult, as a grown, maturing person, I would hope that you would be inclined to use logic and your intuition. And then, you know, as a woman, don't they say women's intuition, they know it all or something like that, man? You know what I'm saying? Go with the gut feeling. She says, William, I guess considering so many possible outcomes only makes you paralyzed and stagnant. The difficult thing is to take the step and make sure that it is right. So to that, ultimately, listen, we can sit back and think of 1,000 ways or 1,000,000 ways for outcome. We can do the probabilities, we can do the stats, the ratios. It could be 1 in a million or 1 in a billion or 2 in this or 3 in that. But again, I agree. Unless you actually go through and see and experience and actually go through what you've been thinking about or you've been procrastinating or stagnant about, you're not going to know the outcome. And when you get into this universe, you never know what type of energy can throw off anything. So even if we thought about a million ways for something to be good, you know, it'll take just that for it to be bad. You know, so again, you know, hey man, risk, got to take them. It's chances. That's what life is about. Life be life and shit be happening. Mr. Nobody, aka man, Mr. Nobody, Brother Walter Thomas, man. Hey, that's what the fuck we need to get down. Life be life and shit happens. I got to get that out there, man. I got to get that out there. Hey, what you think about that, Master Teacher? Life be life and shit happens.
I heard you say that earlier in a podcast. I have a lot of friends, you know, my melanated brothers and sisters that say that. I know a few on top of my mind that say that. And my response or my retort or rebuttal is, okay, it's kind of like it is what it is, right? When I hear that, life be life, and yeah, it can, but you can't really control life. You can't control how you react to it. And that's why I was glad you said it. That's what made me jump on the podcast. Right? She was like, yeah, life be life, but how do you react to it in a way that can like not change how life's gonna react, but at least make it better for yourself? You got to react in a way. You can't just, when you say life be life and it is what it is, it's kind of like you're throwing your hands up. That's how I feel. Like you got to do something. And then this reminds me of inertia in physics. I always tell my students, and they'd be like, you know, I'm teaching inertia. I'm like, what is inertia? And I'd be like, you know, you're laying in the bed. What's your speed? Right? What's your net speed? And it's 0. Well, that's inertia. A body at rest is at rest. But a body in motion, it has to slow down before it becomes back at rest or it loses momentum. So inertia is a key rule in Newton's 3 laws. First law is to get over inertia, you got to take the first step to become make it the most difficult part, because that's the momentum. It's like pushing a rock. If you never push the rock or you never gain no momentum, you will stay stuck at that point. You can theorize, armchair, think about it. That's the paralyzing part. But the first thing is to do all your analysis and then just make a risk or make a judgment. Because if you don't, you're sitting here and that's going to turn into depression. You got to do something, whether it's good or bad. You got to do something, though. You got to make the next step. Because I'm going to leave it with this. What is a walk? A walk, as human beings, is just a controlled fall. That's all it is. Every time you're walking, you're falling, but you're controlling the fall. If you don't take the step, then you'll never know what happens.
Because when you're a baby and you take your first steps, you always fall until you can get it right. So
yes, sir.
Because walking is a control for boy. I love it when Master Teacher come on, man. It's always a pleasure, man. What is going on tonight on Manly Manday, man? We alive and in the building, y'all don't be in the conversation, man. I see you. Hey, man, everybody feeling good tonight, man. That's what's up, man. Big ups to everybody tonight, man. Hey, big ups to all my followers, fans, viewers, and subscribers, man. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, man. Hey, also, man, let's keep everybody in our thoughts, prayers, views, and meditations. You know, hey, man, I say it all the time in the beginning and the ending of the publication, man. Keep everybody in our thoughts, prayers, views, and meditation. Also, well, I'm gonna read this and then I'm gonna speak on that. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. You have the ability to write your story. Do what you want while you can before you can. Um, Junior says decisions can be risky. It can outcome positive or negative. Anyway, will be a life lesson and you learn from it. That's true. That's true. That's basically what you said, Master Teacher. Hey, I see everybody on the same page tonight. What Glenn B say? He say, Master Teacher, he really deserves the name. Hey, hey, and Glenn B. You know, we struggle with that, man. The brother didn't want to be called Master Teacher, but in correlation to the brother being an actual teacher and the school of thoughts and the systems that I'm not gonna say, but I see I almost slipped up and said we. The school of thought system that the brother partakes in, and you know, the school of systems that the brother takes a part in. You know what I'm saying? He's a well-versed, well-rounded brother. So that's why I decided to call him Master Teacher. And then also Professor Williams, you know, he's in school. Professor Remo continuing his education, you know what I'm saying? So he the professor, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, then you know, my son, young boy here, young guy, up and coming man, and he understand a lot of things. That's why I call him a young boy, you know. You know what I'm saying, man. So you know, it's meaning and definition behind the words that I gave my moderators, man. Yeah, and he fought against it for a minute, man. He fought against it for a minute.
I left it alone.
Well, he the master teacher, man. Um, Miss Nazarene. Am I saying your yeah? Am I saying your name right, sweetheart? Nazarene. Nazarene. I hope I'm saying it right. She says. She says, Sir Junior, negative or positive leaves a great impact on your life. It is important to know which direction to go when making a decision that will have an impact on your entire future. That's true.
He's right, but you can never know. Think of quantum physics. Like, you don't know until you make that leap.
Until you make that leap. He said, you are true again, Sir Remo, Sir William. Hey, man, we on the road tonight. But so when I said life be lifing, when you compare it to it is what it is. I'm not saying that you're wrong, but for me, it is what it is. It's situational. You know, like when we talk, like for example, when people be like, "Well, shit, I ain't gonna vote because if I vote, it don't matter." So you know, it is what it is. So, well, I don't make that same comparison. So when I say life be life, then I mean more. You know, it's life. It's we live in and we do things in this life. And when I say life be happening, it's things that we can't stop. It's things that we can't change. It also involves, like you said, the thought process of what we're going to do and how we're going to do it, and then it takes the next step to actually do those things. So when I say life be life, I'm including all those things, not just to accept that it is what it is. That's my definition of life be life. Now, anybody else, I get what you're saying because they do say it in a contextual way where they be just like, well, life be life, well, that's life, and that shit type of. No, because I don't believe that we have to accept some of the things that we accept. I do believe we can change some of the things that need to be changed. So when I say life be life, and when we start to do more things and change the narrative and start to build and grow and inspire and motivate, respect, love, and bring peace to each other, I think we can accomplish something that's a bigger goal without even having to bring this unity thing in it. You know, because after so long, man, if you do things and you change the narrative and you change the way people see things, or you could change the way some people see things, you might not be able to get it to everybody, but you know, we can get people to accept a new change or a new way. You know, we just gotta, you know, stay consistent and committed and convicted in it. You know what I'm saying? And again, like I told y'all, when y'all go out to these polls, if everybody write their name in and we shut this, boy, we shut it down, and ain't no and he ain't got no votes with nothing but what he man, the government gonna try, they're gonna be like, what the hell going on? We can't pick nobody. But I don't know how that works. It might not work like that. It might not work like that.
No, I agree with you, man. I'm not going against what you're saying. I just
Neither was I. I'm just trying to expound on it.
no, it's cool, but I think we talking from the same vein because I think I told you about this Plato's cave, the allegory. Like you're chained up, you're looking at a wall of shadows, but eventually, one person gets removed from those chains, and they're shown something else. A lot of us are not shown nothing else, and sometimes you got to just break the mold and not say life is life, and say change the light bulb, go wash your dishes, make your bed. The simple things you can do to keep yourself maintained and that you can control. When somebody says life be lifing or it is what it is, I remove that because words are spells. I simply say serenity prayer or something that motivates me to understand there are things I cannot control. Because the serenity prayer my mom taught me, God help me accept things I cannot change. Help me to change the things I can. And also help me to give and God give me the wisdom to know the difference. So, I put it in that vein. But we're saying the same thing. It's just I think we got to get out of the habit of putting the words into existence where it becomes worse. And we put words in place that, empower us to make it to that next day, to try to find the good that was in that day, and then how to do it better the next day.
Well said, brother. So I know you tried to mention it as best as possible. Don't worry. She said, I'm trying to pronounce it as best. She said, don't worry. You mentioned it as much as possible. Good. Okay. I'm saying, am I pronouncing the name right? I don't know if she speak any. Si hablo español poquito. What I'm trying to say. Your name, I pronounce el nombre Nesrin. Am I pronouncing it right? Hey, brother Freddie, Grand Rising, brother. He said he had to hop off. He got to go to work. We enjoyed you, man, for the time that you stuck around. He said lovely conversation tonight. We appreciate that, brother Freddie, man. I hope you have a good day at work. You still at the port, brother Freddie? I believe he's at the port. You still at the port? Man, I hope they don't be working you too hard out there, man. I hope they don't be working you too hard. Professor says control is both a reality and an illusion. When you take control, you turn others' illusion to fruition. You can. When you take control, you turn others' illusions into fruition. You can. That can happen. That can most definitely happen, Professor. You absolutely correct. Oh, excuse me. Hey man, I mentioned somebody spoke on, not to turn the conversation away, but I mentioned somebody spoke on Diddy, man. I don't know what's going on with this.
They said the feds got him again. Or what happened?
Yeah, man, they said the feds got him. I don't know exactly what happened or what's going on with the brother. Whatever was going on, man, whether he did whatever they say he did or whatever the case may be, the brother need to seek some counseling, seek some help. Bro, if you innocent, you innocent. I hope it come out that you are. You know what I'm saying? If that means anything to the people or to you. But if you're not, and we got information that you're not, you know what I'm saying? Yes, I expect for you to be, you know what I'm saying, punished, you know what I'm saying, in the proper manner. But brother, you just got too much going on, man. You can't sit still. There's allegation after allegation that's steady popping up. At this point, not that a lot of people care, because I don't even care that much. That's why I don't really get into the clickbait type of stuff here too much. I mean, I can and we do, but I try to stay away from that. But because that's meaningless information about Diddy, that shit is just meaningless. Only thing that's sad about it, that he's a melanated brother that had resources and a chance to do things, and he didn't take the proper path and the proper channels to do what he needed to do to keep his generational wealth and empire growing. He might have just hindered it. So I just hope that brother, man. I don't even care what the case about. I just hope that brother, man. I hope he make it, man. I hope he get up out of this and find some type of understanding and awareness, man. And get back to being what he originally was, man. A decent individual. Well, I can't even say that, but find a way to be a decent individual and continue to inspire people and do what you was originally doing, making money, man. So Miss Nazarene, she said, is it possible that by trying to control the situation, we are actually creating a new illusion that prevents us from seeing the reality as it truly is? Well, no, because reality isn't for me with that statement. I would, because I say the illusion that you create is your own reality. So ultimately, if you just like for example, Freddy's nightmare, each one of those people has specific things that they thought they could do, what I'm saying, in the dream world. One was real strong, one was good with knives, one was badass, one was a magician, you know what I'm saying? So and to speak on that, the outcome or the reality was that Freddy was the villain and Freddy was gonna kill their ass. And they decided to take control of that reality. Well, at first they didn't even understand it, and once they realized that they could take control of the reality, that's when they started using their powers and stuff to fight back. So again, like you said, we are actually trying to create new illusions that prevent us from seeing the way reality truly is. So, but in the end, at the end of every so-called story, well, this is the way we've been taught as well too. For the most part, until Superman, or was it Batman? Until Batman got his back broke by Bane. That all superheroes usually conquer the villain. That's what we always been taught. The hero over the villain. The hero always is the victor over the villain. But then when we get to historical events with actual people, we realize that shit ain't true. That shit is just in the comic books. You know what I'm saying? But for open forum and open perspective, I guess if I was trying to change the situation, to take control of a situation, to create a new illusion, I guess that would prevent me from seeing what would really happen. But then what about the person that actually, well, see, but then that here we go, we're getting back into statistics and probabilities again, because shit, we don't know the outcome until it happened. You know what I'm saying? So who knows? Don't you love philosophy? Hey, see, real for what if you in school, you got a degree in philosophy, you're real philosophical tonight, man. I like her. She should come on more often, man, and get into these conversations with us, brother. Oh man, gotta have my drink, y'all. Being up here sometimes, brother, mouth get dry. Pause. Big pause. Don't get cotton mouth from talking and all that. But other than that, man, how you doing, master teacher, man? How class coming along?
Well, thanks for asking. I'm sitting here trying to get 2 weeks of lesson plans ready before I go to bed, and then we had the potentate ball, so I'm still recovering from that weekend.
Yeah, I seen the pictures, brother. You look good in the white.
Oh, thanks. My leg also hurt. They had me camel walking that way.
She says, what she says, I don't have a degree. I just question everything too much. Well, you got a life degree. There's different degrees of life. It's different levels of life. So in that aspect, what I'm saying, I would say that you look like a young woman. So, but still, in that aspect, even to question, some people don't question. Some people just go through life just living, and accept any and everything, and just let shit happen to them. So for you to even question, that's even great within itself. And I did speak on sometimes people can overthink. So hey, what Remo say? Remo says, excuse me, it depends strictly on the mind and who takes the control. The reality is the energy and the time we spend in crafting our outcomes. Well,
He's
yeah,
right.
man. Yeah. But big ups to you, man, for getting that curriculum and stuff. Oh man, did you get that text about me saying, man, you got to get that proposal together?
Yeah, I did. I'm working on it.
Yeah, for monies that you're gonna need, so I can put it all together and get it so we can get you a certain amount of
it's
funds.
about 60% done. The potentate ball slowed me up, but I got you. I figured.
Hey, you said you want to retire.
Hey, I hear you, man. I might as well,
Hey, if it go right, bro. Hey, anyway, we So
that's
he
all
said,
kind of discussion, brother. Yeah.
yeah. So TLS said, TLS, man, we got to get you, and I know you a positive brother. TLS, you wild, man. He said, I live day by, and ain't nothing wrong with living day by day. I'm not saying, no, ain't nothing wrong with it. To a point, I don't give a hell. The greatest thinkers, the greatest authors, the greatest minds, the greatest athletes, the greatest whatever, ultimately in the end, I believe and I feel, and this, I don't think this is an opinion. I think this is a fact. I don't care how much we plan or prepare for things. I think we all still live day by day. If that thought is always going to be in the back of your head, because you never, as we talking about now, you never know what's going to happen. We can do a bunch of things to try to predict and to try to circumnavigate or even maybe pinpoint, so we can try to I don't even want to say predict, so we can actually plan the outcome, and so we know exactly what's going to happen. But being that this is the universe and it's different type of wavelengths and energies and things of that nature going on, man, the slightest the slightest change of wind, that one person spraying that aerosol and the ozone and that hole or that solar flare, anything, man. It's the universe, like you was talking about with the physics. Anything can happen. So, but you still got to get out there and do it. So yeah, man, I think we all subconsciously live day by day, and like I say, ain't nothing wrong with it as long as we living. Now, if you just a person that's just waking up, man, and you just living, and it ain't so day by day means you take advantage of every day. When I get up, man, listen, today is this day. I'm going to do this day. I'm going to try to achieve and do this day. And you know what I'm saying? I'm going to get my rest. I'm going to wake up and I'm going to do this for this day. And even if it's a routine and you're doing the same thing, you just moving and you getting it along. You know what I'm saying? I know people that just ain't got no type of nothing about themselves. Don't do shit. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. He said, that's right, Arthur. Tomorrow can be another day. I'll witness a lot. Every moment can change your life. That is true. Yes, I agree with you. Yes, that's true, man. Hey, man, we hitting it on the head tonight, man. Hey, today is a great manly man.
Yeah, you got philosophical tonight. I didn't see that coming.
Hey, well, actually, man, Mr. Nazarene actually steered the conversation into that way. And then, brother, you're a well spoken individual, brother. We love it when you come on and you get your
you a trip.
I want to say professional opinion, because it's professional, but we don't want to, what I'm saying, do to the rights and shit.
No.
We don't want CPS getting on you like, man, you're giving them too much, you're being too smart, shut the hell up. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, man. But I love it though, man. I love it when we can come on here, man, and inspire the people, man, to have good conversation and good topics and things of the nature and discuss. So because I spoke on the actual physicalness about solving the problems, but this is how we get to solve the problems. And I believe we actually get into the actual solving, not just talking about it, but we doing things to change the narrative. We getting out here actually putting our feet to the ground and trying to change, not just sitting up here on Bearded Conversation and just talking. Because I get inspired by the overseas brothers and sisters that come on. You know what I'm saying? I get inspired by plenty of people in the chat that have great ideas and things. And I internalize and take all that in. And like I say, that's one of the reasons why I started HBY Incorporated, now for profit. You know what I'm saying? To actually try to get out here in the community. Besides giving away book bags, or besides just trying to make neighborhoods community again, giving them things and actual resources and ways to make that happen. That's the foundation. Well, the thought is the foundation, but now, like I said, we have to create these things. But this right here is the think tank. This is where the thoughts happen. This is how we formulate ideas and we talk about different situations and premises and philosophical and esoterical things that happen inside and outside of our lives and other lives. And we use these journeys and we use others' paths to try to, recreate a different narrative. Like I always say, to try to reprogram those and change that propaganda. You know what I'm saying, Master Teacher?
Yeah, I'm 100% on board with you. I mean, this is your platform, and you kind of hitting on closing statements, but I've always said the same thing. You got to make a platform where everybody has a voice, and that's usually the way to go. But it's like yours is unique because you don't hear much from Chicago other than relationship chats and everything. You be hitting sports, relationships, the grimy gutter stuff in the streets. You be going all over the place. Plus, you hit the news, and you want to be going into the politics, and so you kind of eclectic. You're all over the place, but they don't expect that from us. So that's why I support it, because it's like, no, the brother got a point. No, you got a point there, and especially when people be like, "What is he talking about?" So it's like, you're doing a damn good job. Keep it going.
Thank you, and I appreciate that. And Sir Junior, you're right. He says, "Come around more, Nazarene. Like your views and questions. Most definitely, I do. That's
That
what's
was a
up."
great question. It
Yeah,
steered
so
the conversation somewhere else.
she says, however, if our perceptions and the energy we use affect our ability to control, she says, what happened when we are at a low point and our energy is minimal? In those moments, it may be the lack of energy. She says, exhaust our strength and make us lose control over that same energy. She said, how can we manage and balance our energy to stay in control even in difficult times?
I've been
So
there. I'm not gonna lie. I've been there. But go ahead.
Professor Remo says, through the acceptance I mentioned previous.
Yeah, he hit on that.
So she says, sorry if I answer late sometimes why it needs translation. Oh, okay. So she don't speak English. Okay. So
She's
speaking.
translating. So you probably got to translate.
Yeah. So okay. Oh, no problem. Take your time, sweetie. Hey man.
You're going to open the Google Translate tab, bro, and break it down.
Yeah, I appreciate you for joining the platform. Most definitely, I do. And like Sir Junior said, man, please come back and enjoy us. Tomorrow's Toxic Tuesday, so I know it says Toxic Tuesday, but sometimes it might not be what you think. That's why I like to expand our minds here on Bearded Conversation, because things that we that our culture might deem as a good thing, to a thinking person or the thinking man or the thinking woman, it can be toxic. So, and again, I like the diversity and it, when you go into the description, or when I talk about when we talk about what the show is about, we talk about various things and different worldly topics. So we try to discuss, and again, I try to use the platform, and I like to leave it open and have a different viewpoints, but I try to show that we just are not what people think. I got the young brother like Manny, I thought he's 26. He's in the Navy. He's a naval officer. He's productive in his life. He does what he's supposed to do. We got Coach Ricky. He's a young man. He used to be a vice president of a football organization. Now he's somewhere else doing. I'm not gonna say better things. I'm not gonna get into that, but he's doing what he do. Like I got brothers, what I'm saying, who had mischievous and bad past, and making a difference in their future and other people's future, especially the youth. So I believe that's important. Growth is important, man. Inspiration, motivation. I told you, peace, love, and self-control, and the things that we do to each other. If we push that enough, I believe we can accept that, and we can change the narrative, and we can get these neighborhoods back into communities. She says, yes, I speak. What she say? She says, yes, I speak, but for express better needed. Wait, yes, I speak, but for expression. Okay, all right.
To better express herself, she tries to articulate. Oh, Remo's on it. You translate. He already talking in her language. So
yeah, she says accepting may be the first step, but we also need to do something else to recharge our energy and stay in control when things get tough.
Yeah, so if you want to put in the chat what you want to say, because she could translate Remo.
Yeah,
we probably talking.
So when we at a low point, so I don't know exactly, so because I'm not a scholar on energy, but when we're at a low point, I'm going to assume that your energy level is always what it is. It's always at its max. You're the button that projects how much energy comes out or how much energy is used, if that makes any sense. So it's not that you have low energy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I get it, kinetic energy, potential energy, but still, that energy, that explosion, that nucleus of energy is still, you're just a projection of that. You control how much energy. So I don't want to say that energy is ever at a low point. It might, unless it needs to be recharged. I mean, then we can say that. But in this essence, I mean, I'm thinking she's talking about life and the things that we do. So that's why I say I never think our energy is at a low point. It's just that a lot of things may overwhelm us and it might brings us down, and we don't know how to project or still be happy. And sometimes, we might need that therapy, or we might need someone to talk to. That's when we get into the mental health. When we get outside of science, well, that's still science as well. That's when we get into the mental health, and we teach ones how to operate inside of that space and circle. So when you're feeling this, you can do this to bring you back to where you need to be. Man, life it's hard. I mean, I'm not saying that I got all the factual information about that, of course, and we just all giving our, personal understanding of, what we speaking about. hey, 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 look, hold on, hold
I'm
on.
keeping up with it. I'm keeping up with it.
Yeah, she went to the Spanish and look,
Remo said rest is an important part of managing your energy level. Sometimes you need to make time to do nothing. Rest is a big part, right? Man, yeah. He said it in both English and Spanish. The translation works if you use your tools.
Yeah. So he says, rest is a big part of managing your energy level. Sometimes you must take time to do nothing. That is true. Peace, because and peace of mind, and not to get on relationships that, because I we generally don't talk about it, but when you get with somebody, that energy, it resonates. You don't want to get with a nagging person, or person that's not trying to push and motivate and inspire you, or person that don't respect you. When I talked about how on Thursday, Stumping Thursdays episode, usually when we get attracted to a woman or we pick our mate, we pick them because of lustful reasons. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that's a bad energy. It's just energy. It's just one energy that we use to interpret how we're going to live the rest of our, or interact with the other species. You know what I'm saying? Instead of using all energies, we pick and choose. But so, like you said, rest is we take. So basically, because like I say, sometimes, man, that woman can be your peace of mind. After hard days of work, you come home, she got a meal ready, bath ready. You know what I'm saying? She's not nagging, she's motivating, she's inspiring. I'm not saying things don't happen. Everything happens. But we look toward to that, then I hate this phrase, the baby mama or the baby daddy. That's the toxic shit that I be talking about. When we talk about toxicity, you know what I'm saying? PC17 is in the building, man. He said, hi, friends. Like, what's going on, PC17? Hey, so this brother said the 24-inch gauge. So the 24-inch gauge is we take 3 parts of 8s. So we got 8 hours of we got 8 hours of rest. I'm sorry. We have 8 hours to work and do what we need to do. You know what I'm saying, in life, and take care of the responsibility and things that we need to take care of. And then we got another 8 hours of rest, so we can recuperate. You know what I'm saying? So we can get back to the things that we need to do. And then we got another 8 hours that is respectful and paid for reverence, for any faith, or any religious or any spiritual existentialism, or any
amazing grace. Said it was efficiency.
Or any spiritual extracurriculum activities that one might want to be involved in. So we break that down into 3 equal parts of 8, and it's called a 24-inch gauge. And for anybody that don't know, that's technically, I want to say, a ruler, which I believe is called something else, but in English it's called a ruler. You know what I'm saying? Which is used in mathematics and measurements and things of that nature, which is I think centimeters and milliliters and inches. Also feet, yards, and so on and so on and so forth.
Well, I put that out there, so thanks for the elocution, but it was mainly because Remo talked about rest.
Right, I know, but I just wanted to explain it because guess what? Because when you get that rest, and you recuperate, you can go to work. You were rested to do the things that you need to do to make the things happen in your life. Also, when you're meditating, see, I choose to meditate. I mean, people can pray. It's all the same thing: thoughts, prayers, meditation, and views.
Your reverence to God section.
Right. So that rest, when you take that rest, when you're meditating, when you're praying, you're taking a rest. You're breathing. You're relaxing. you internalizing, you trying to that's also another way to rebuild that energy, and to touch your chakras and get into it and understand what each chakra mean, what these colors mean. Earlier when we spoke on words and speaking words into existence and spells, and if you read any volume of sacred law or any VSL, when because we say spells and we say words, they always say, so a man thinketh, so he is. What I'm saying, we can speak anything into existence, things of that nature. Even when you get into the comedic, excuse me, the comedic dialect, when you're talking about the meta nature, and making us gods, and we're god kings and things of that nature, and just that heightened elevation of an experience. Even the way they made their kings become kings, which became internalized and nationalized, with other states and other countries, and that's how they made their kings. And yeah, of course, eventually it died off. There's no more kings, and the last queen was Elizabeth. But we're not going to get into that. That might be another topic of discussion for another time. When we want to go down the history timeline.
You went off. I triggered you.
How kings and queens are made. Yeah, man, it'd be hard. Sometimes, man, when you're talking, when you're trying to reach a point and get it out to people, man, I'll be having so much information, man. I'm not a PhD. I am a professional scholar, but I don't have any PhDs and any degrees, anything that I speak of. But I know anyway, man. So, but I be doing so much, but when you can't sell everything, because I have to spend time and understand. I mean, explain and get people to understand this, and then it gets into this, and so sometimes when I speak, I know it might sound like rambling, but you got to pay close attention because I don't be rambling necessarily. What I'm saying?
No, you weren't rambling on. I caught it.
Yeah. So she says it's important to ensure that rest does not become a way to escape, which is why it is difficult to interpret where we are. So yes, because most definitely, because when your energy is at rest and you're not projecting it, but that's that step. Remember, that's that step.
He went right past it.
Yeah, but see, that's that step that you was talking about, Master Teacher. When we start to overthink and we start to internalize and engulf and encompass things too much, that's where that paralytic or that paralyzed state come from. Because now we're stuck. Because we stuck there. And now we're wondering about the execution. We thinking about the shit too much. Stop instead of doing.
Just resolve the issue. You'll feel better.
Right. You're right. So now that's when we have to put that inertia in motion and turn that kinetic into potential.
Action into action. I'm sorry, turn that lack of action to action. Inertia to motion. You said it, yeah. I'm giving you credit, man. You on
I like
try to give him credit. He take a mile out of it. Okay.
What they say, you give an word an inch, they take a mile.
Golly. I'm giving you credit. You're right, bro. You say right. You must enjoy that.
No, I know. I'm just being extra shit. Why not? I'm having fun, man. Actually, man, I'm loving today. I'm loving today's Manly Manday, man. I don't know
why. Hey, too. This is a great conference, man.
Usually, I'm usually stopped up. Every Monday, I'm usually stopped up. Can't talk, sniffling, and man, I'm loving today's Manly Manday, man. Big ups to Miss Nazarene Ghazali, who man came in the building, man. Hopefully, she can. Professor Remo, since you getting your Espanol on, make sure you tell her to like, comment, subscribe, and thumb up the video, man. Tell her to sub up to the channel, and like the information, man, and tell her to come on back and join us again, Professor. Well, see, and he doing it. He's man. I told y'all we got some of the best moderators. So he out here talking to her in Spanish, so she ain't got to be replying. And then he got the translator on, so when she reply, he can respond back. And then he typing it back in English so we can know what he said, baby. So rest is a conjunction. Yeah, he got it. He say so. Rest is a conjunction with the reflection and consideration. Is merely one form of enlightenment. Hey, man. Hey, y'all always hear, man. Y'all don't never see, man, at the end of the publication, Master Teacher put that Zen. I know Zen is a Chinese thing, but see, even
okay.
Well, hold on, but check it out because I'm finna get to it. We say it's a Chinese thing, and then we want to get into Buddha and Buddha's Hindu or Indian and Hinduism. But guess what? Even though India is considered a continent India is considered South Asia, and India is considered itself, as well as Pakistanis and Iraqis, consider themselves descendants of Asia, not descendants of Africa, Al Kemet, or whatever you want to call the place west of them, because they're in the Middle East. So they're in between the so-called continent of Africa and the so-called continent of Asia, but they choose to be from Asia. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all gotta look at a map, man. Look, if we look at a map sometime, y'all, no, seriously, bro. If we look at a map sometime and listen to the lingo and the shit that they be saying and the boundaries and the line, like, what the fuck? So if this is a continent, how the hell can it be Southern Asia if it's a whole continent on its own? See, and that goes back to the understanding and the belief of the Pangea when the world was together. You know, and people don't want to believe that the world was actually a Pangea and it was put together. And if you look at a map, it was put, it fits together. And then you know how they were saying that you can fit Texas inside of Africa, but if you look at a map, Africa is real small. It started to decrease in size when the first original maps, which they still have, and as you can see, it's bigger. And then they used to have Greenland that's real big when Greenland is real small. You know what I'm saying? It's not a big place at all. And when I was watching the Vikings, that's actually had Greenland, Newfoundland or some shit like that got founded because they left Greenland and they were trying to look for a new world. And then when they found Finland, and that's how they found Finland. The Vikings actually found Finland, but they were just Vikings, man. They were no different people or nothing. It's just that again, through separations, generations, as times went on, and if you don't ever go back to where you was originally from, and you procreate and you create where you at, due to your circumstances and of environment, you become a different motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. It's called natural selection. Period. You know what I'm saying? God damn, y'all. But we argue about shit that be sensitive sometimes. Even when facts, even if it's common sense, and you be like, God damn, yeah, right. It couldn't be no other way. We still like to take and argue. You know what though? But again, that's back to that existentialism. Everybody has their right and their own opinion to talk about. And sometimes I'm not gonna say facilitate. Sometimes it brings for good discourse and good conversation. But then sometimes it'd be like, what the hell, man? That just don't make no damn sense on any level. I don't give a hell how you break it down. But it still makes for a good conversation.
Man, you got 10 more minutes.
Right, I know. But if you got a good facilitator, sometimes when it's bullshit, if you got a good moderator or facilitator, you can turn that bullshit into, man, you know what I'm saying? You can still make it a good discussion, you know what I'm saying? She said, you just shut my mouth, Remo. Hey, Remo, hey, dear Glenn, me say Remo on fire tonight. She said, you true, 100%. I try to be my natural selection, my boy, natural selection. So wisdom is meant to be passed on and inherited by those willing to accept it. Words of Wisdom by Professor Remo Williams, brought to you by Bearded Conversation. One more time. Wisdom is meant to be passed on and inherited by those willing to accept it. Again, hey man, and you know what's crazy? I was just watching something, but they was making fun of how the saying go, because they knew how it go, but they were just making a joke. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink.
That's one of my old sayings.
But he was like, man, you can walk a horse on grass or some shit. And he was like, man, you're on a damn farm. Why would the hell would the horse be walking on grass? Because it was stupid, because if you're on a damn farm, your farm ain't nothing but grass. It was stupid. They tried to make a spin on it to make it funny. But he meant, the actual man. And you know what, bro? Long time ago, I think it was me and Roscoe P. We had a show when we wanted to talk about the different sayings and the meaning of those different sayings. That show night, we had a hard time. I mean, we said a few things, but we had a hard time trying to come up with some of the sayings. And then, but as it went on, I found myself on every show always saying a saying that I was trying to come up with on that damn show. But yeah, but you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely. You can most definitely lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink it. But yeah, man, we got 8 minutes left to go, man. So with that being said, man, I appreciate everybody for tuning in, man, to the channel. I want to thank everybody for the support, man. I want to thank Professor Remo. I want to thank Master Teacher Fox Dot. I want to thank all the family in the chat for tuning in. Another great conversation here on Be the Conversation. And also, I want to thank all my new people that joined the channel, man, and all the old. Big ups to Miss Nazarene Ghazali, man, for joining us, man. Sweetheart, I hope you like, comment, subscribe, and thumb up the video and join the and join saying the channel. Please subscribe. Also, man, bring people in, share the content with those you know and those you don't. This is an open platform here on Bearded Conversation, man, open for discussion. Please, it's open to more than just my moderators. You know what I'm saying? The family in the chat, you're more than welcome to come in and speak. I get it. Some of you might not speak English, but it's okay if you choose to stay in the chat. But for those that do, come on, man, and join. It's an open platform, man. If you got something to promote, something you want to talk about, a business or anything, go on a specific topic, hey, man, don't be scared to share. Don't hesitate. Don't be hesitant. Don't forget, man, follow your boy on all social media platforms, TikTok, Twitch, Instagram, and Facebook. And when you get to the YouTube channel, you know what to do. Also, man, don't forget to check us out every Monday through Thursday, 9 to 11, 9 p.m. Central. Don't forget to check us out every Monday through Thursday, 9 to 11, 9 p.m. Central, man. So with that being said, man, Master Teacher, close us out with a few words of inspiration or just something you want to say to the people, and we're going to get up out of here.
As always, sir, this is a great conversation. I always say it every time because I support you. And I actually like platforms like this because, it opens it up to everybody, especially people around our neighborhood in the East Side area. But with that said, is the thing I'm thinking about is like I said already, Plato's Cave, and also in martial arts, how you can't let things in life stress you out. If there's something bother you, do it right then and there, like washing your clothes. If a light goes out, change the light bulb. Don't always be letting it haunt you. It could be the smallest thing that gets you started to get through that task. And then you'll wake up feeling better and that energy that you're harnessing because that one simple thing you didn't do, you could have just did it. And it probably took less than 10 minutes. If you think it took an hour, 2 hours, it probably take you 30 minutes. And then you'll feel better because it's like every day you're doing, like making up your bed, washing your clothes. The simplest things in life you can be thankful you can still do because there's people can't do it. So keep your show going because you're motivating people. Heck, I was shocked to even have this discussion because I had it, like I said, Saturday with CPS, right, and how people can be accepting in terms of teaching science. So keep doing what you're doing. I'm keep doing what I'm doing. And we'll be like the Avengers next time tomorrow. Same bat channel, same bat place. Take care, bro.
Man, I appreciate that, brother. Yo, man, it's always a pleasure, man, when we get Master Teacher coming on the panel, man. Hey, the brother always brings great words of wisdom. So she says, no, I'm a writer. I just say how I feel. I love that. I'm glad that we got people from all walks of life to come on the channel, man. I'm glad that you're a writer because writers tend to write down things that they emotions and they're very good at expressing things. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that we had you're an author. Do you have any published works or anything that we can check out, or you just freelance write? Let us know because if you do, you know what I'm saying, I get the people to support what you got going on. So Remo, if you can tell her that, make sure you tell her that. And also, if you want to reach me, if you got any publications or anything I can read, you can hit me up in my email at beardgenghis.com@gmail.com. Again, that's beardgenghis.com@gmail.com, as spelled on the screen. So that's for anybody though, that's got a topic or you want me to discuss something or you want to come on the show and promote or anything like that. That's the email, beardgenghis@gmail.com. TLS, what do you say? He say, thanks. What you say about it? Thanks, Arthur. To Teacher Fox. He said Zen for fighting tonight. Yes, sir. That's Zen. See, hey, that's what I say, man. Them attitudes on how we could chase. See, brother Master Teacher, you always use Zen. That brother dropped it today. She said she asked me. She asked you if you were a writer. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I misspoke. No. Okay, I'm sorry. Well, you probably told her what you do. But yeah, man. I like doing what I'm doing, man. Like I say, it's not only therapeutic, but it's also to change the narrative and show people that our melanated brothers and sisters, as well as our other family, who in certain situations, man, maybe impoverished or maybe middle class or maybe not had certain resources put forth in front of them. We got a voice. We have an opinion. Not all of us are savages. Not all of us are unintelligible, unintelligent, and don't know anything. You know what I'm saying? Some of us ain't been given that chance to shine their light. And then some of us, you know what I'm saying, we get that chance and then, you know, we don't know how to handle that light. And that was that energy that the sister Nasserine was talking about. And that's why I'm starting HBY Incorporated NFP. You know what I'm saying? So maybe I can inspire, motivate, and get those to and provide resources for those to grow and maybe cultivate and develop them into knowing how to shine their light and deal with certain situations and problems when they come up, and be contextual and be thorough and be efficient and sufficient in the things that they do when they trying to execute this shit that they living through. You know what I'm saying? When I say life be life and shit happens. You know, so with that being said, man, hey, as my brother to my far left would say, all superheroes don't wear capes. And as my brother to my immediate left would say, but they still need their theme music. So to all my beautiful people, man, to all my Beardonians and all my beautiful people, man, it's time for that superhero theme music, man. Let me go ahead and get it to y'all one more time, man. We out.
Yeah, we coming off the block with this one. Yes, sir. Yeah. What up, Lan? Yeah. What we doing?
Bearded conversation, homie, tap in. Why you hate?
Hey, man, big ups to everybody out there that joined us tonight, man. Hey, I love y'all, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Bearded conversation, man. Another great episode, man. Hey, peace and blessings to the best moderators in the game. Peace and blessings to the family in the chat. Peace and blessings, man. Let's keep everybody in our thoughts, prayers, views, and meditations. And with that being said,
got it off the block, forming a dynasty from a rock. Laid back in the cut, press play, can't get enough. Yo, let's chop it up in every location. A bearded conversation, opportunity keep knocking like child support payments. Started from the bottom like basements, now we famous. Podcast official, the topic will probably hit you from a distance like a pistol. Subscribe so you can listen to survival of the fittest. We talking that how we living it, rolling like a dealership, managing several businesses. T-shirts, podcast, no, you don't need a membership. Just follow us on YouTube, Knowledge Supreme Infinite. Chicago got a zipping exotic, let's talk about it.
hey, man, same black time, same black channel.
Or leaving in the comments, debate it, just being honest. Chicago topics, worldwide views, we supersonic. Big Angus Congress, circle back round like every week. Tell a friend off the block, it's where we meet. Bearded conversation, homie, tap in.
Those that fuck with us, fuck with us. Those that don't, fuck with us anyway.
Broadcasting live and they love it, but don't judge us. Got it off the block, giving it back to hood.
Talk black to me, people.
Conversation, homie, tap in. Why you hating? You already know we locked in, the world's greatest. Broadcasting live and they love it, but don't judge us. Got it off the block, giving it back. Come on. The hood lovers, off the block, giving it back. The hood lovers, broadcasting live off the block, giving it back. Bearded conversation off the block, giving it back. Bearded conversation
Off the block, giving it back. Bearded conversation.
off the block, giving
Off
it
the
back.
Hey, man, like I say every night, man, when we meet, man, may we meet on the level. And when we get together, may we be plump. And when we part, may we part on the square. With that being said, good night to all my beautiful people, fellow Beardonians, and all my Rosconians, man. I love y'all, man, and we out. You're